Hey guys, so today I have another video for you, one that I've been wanting to do for a long time. We are going to do the Eco Cold Cycle in the Samsung Flexwash lower washer. This is a video, like I said, at least I think I said it already, that I've been wanting to do for pretty much since the start of me doing the lower washer videos, to be honest, for many reasons. One being just because I haven't seen a lot talked about Eco Cold Cycle on Samsung washers, although I admittedly have done very little research, so I'm sure there's probably some stuff out there. But here's just a full cycle thing that we're going to see. That, and I also have not paid attention to see if the washer behaves any differently on Eco Cold compared to the normal cycle. So yeah, that'll be something interesting to find out as well with you guys. The load I'm putting in here, that's it. It's just a small load of normal clothes, lightly soiled. We're going to do the default settings today. That's what this cycle is meant for, lightly soiled or normal soiled items. And I'm also not doing a whole lot because, a whole lot of clothes because if you notice here, if we start getting the machine ready, Eco Cold only has one rinse. Now again, this is going to be strictly default settings. I'm not going to change anything here, although we can. I'm not going to. But yeah, I want to see how it does with this one rinse, because this is the only cycle other than like rinse and spin and maybe something else, I think. I don't really know. Maybe activewear? No, activewear does 2 rinses too. Oh, quick wash, rinse and spin, and Eco Cold. So those quick wash, rinse and spin, and Eco Cold are the only cycles that do just one rinse by default. So, I want to see how well this does, because normally I just do 2 rinses, even like quick wash and rinse and spin. So, yeah, I want to see how this does on some lightly soiled clothes, and we'll see how it is. But yes, you can also see we're going to be washing on cold. We can do cool water, but we can only choose between these two. So we're going to do cold. Let me just make sure this all resets, so Eco Cold. That's what we're going to be doing. We have high spin, normal soil. So let's get our detergents and stuff in here now. Yes, I pre-measured them, left the caps on the floor. Very responsible of me. Could have knocked those over, could have been bad, but I didn't knock them over, thankfully. I was careful. Anyway, we got our detergents and everything all loaded up now. So let's close this up and start the machine. And yes, I do have the dryer running at the same time. I had a previous load here before. Nothing special about it, it was just average load of clothes. Oh, let me heighten the camera. So, didn't record it, because I already made a video of the exact cycle. My most recent one actually, or recent washer video anyway. My normal cycle. So yeah. Let's see how this goes. I don't believe Eco Cold does any sensing. Although, like I said, I have not watched it. I mean, I saw parts of it, but I haven't ran the cycle in a very long time. Yep, no sensing. Straight into fill. And no, it's not doing sensing right now. As you can see on the left, water is entering the drum. Now, apparently, according to the manual here, I read the manual prior to recording this. Apparently, cold water helps prevent damage to the fabrics. Now, how true this is, I don't know, but that's just something I figured I'd point out that Samsung is advertising with their Eco Cold cycle. This is, I guess, the energy saving cycle, even though its default settings are 10 minutes longer than the normal cycle's default settings. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. We also have not gotten any spraying from that nozzle on the side yet, which is kind of interesting. I thought we'd start seeing more of that, but maybe not. Oh, here we go. dryer will be done in 32 minutes. So probably between like the rinse and the final spin, or maybe the intermediate spin or something like that. I don't know. I really want to see how this rinses, because with just one rinse, I mean, like, so I'm assuming this literally is wash, final rinse, final spin. Maybe an intermediate spin in between, but I don't know how that works with just one rinse on here. As far as I'm aware, whatever rinse setting you choose is exactly how many times it rinses. But I could be wrong, we will find out. Okay, see, now we're getting more of the actual spraying going on here. So you can tell that it's using cold water because there's not any steaming going on, or at least yet. I mean, I guess if we were doing warm water, it'd still be a bit early to see steaming going on, but we really shouldn't be seeing any of that if it's truly using cold water. But we will see how it goes, right? Again, yes, this is an emptier load, but this is by design, or this is intentional. I'm doing this because I want to see how effective the one rinse is on the eco cold cycle. That's one of my main reasons for doing this video. You know, I could have washed these clothes normal. You know, I could have stuck them in with the other load probably. I mean, the other load was bigger than this, probably about halfway up the drum. So I could have stuck it in, because as you can see, it's not a lot of clothes. But I'm doing this because it's still a decent sized load, and I want to see the eco cold, see how it functions. That, and again, I don't want to overload my machine and possibly risk breaking it. I'm reiterating this just in case maybe some people didn't hear that before, or some people didn't watch my video before, I mean. You know, if this is your first time running across the channel, that's why I'm doing it. No other reason. It seems like it's washing just like the normal cycle would. I don't know. just gonna add on one final thing about my overloading. The main reason I don't overload is because I don't want to risk breaking the machine. Yes, you know, some people advertise saying that you can fully load their machines, but that obviously puts more strain on the motors and basically every system here. And it also strains cleaning power, or cleaning ability. So, yeah. That's not my excuse for making this load small. Well, not small, but smaller than like a usual weekly load. But I just wanted to evenly distribute the load I had out, so I didn't want to overload it. Because I did load it up practically full once. It fits, but the clothes didn't really come out clean, and it really struggled to enter the final spin. Like the load was really heavy, and it had to get up to the extra high spin speed, and that was quite a chore. And since this is not a machine that I bought or that I own, you know, the owners are nice enough to let me film it, but yeah, I don't want to risk breaking a machine that's not one, or that somebody else paid for, you know? Especially since if you've seen my other videos of the upper washer, you'll know that the quality of Samsung proves to be not so great. So we have a working lower washer for now, and I intend to keep it that way. Yeah, still don't see any fogging, so that means that we're not using warm water, because it's almost been 10 minutes into the cycle at this point. So yeah. We do have a little bit of humidity accumulation. Maybe that's from the light. I don't know, I feel like that's a stretch, but I'm just kind of trying to look around here. Like, you can see there's some water accumulation on the top of the door. Not a lot on that side. Some over here. I don't know. I bet it's just the... I bet there's some heat created through all the rubbing of the clothing, and even though it's cold water, eventually it's going to absorb whatever heat is in the air inside of the drums. So that water could potentially be evaporating and condensing back onto the door. I don't know. We are 15 minutes into this cycle with 40 minutes remaining. This video is going to be at least an hour long. One of the longer washer videos for sure. Might not be the longest, but it is longer. I need to come up with a stand of some kind to hold this flashlight while I do these longer videos. Maybe I can make one with the softener and the detergent. Alright, well I got them to balance, but they're not tall enough. And the flashlight's just gonna fall forward. Unless maybe I move the bottles. I'm just kind of like stacking the bottles on top of each other. I mean, that's something. It's not great though. If it was like right here maybe. But that'll do. Let me see maybe if I add a dryer sheet box on top. I'm being creative here. My sincerest apologies for that insanely loud sound. I'm gonna make sure I lower that in the video though. So what you heard is nowhere near as loud as I'm sure it probably was. I don't know, this may or may not work. Wow, okay. This works surprisingly well. For now, anyway. Alright. Well, that definitely makes this a whole lot easier for me. Wow, I can't believe how well it actually works. I am impressed. You know what, just for you guys now, because I forgot to do it in the last video, I'll turn on the dryer sound so whenever it finishes we'll hear the song. I doubt it's any different, but we'll see. See if we can turn wrinkle prevent on in the middle of the cycle. Nope, it's telling me no. Alright. I guess no wrinkle prevent this time. We'll have to prevent wrinkles another day, ladies and gentlemen. Better maybe if I lowered the camera just a little bit. Maybe. I don't know, it's like so, I mean this is a dark load, but this is like darker than I anticipated it being. It was light the first few times. I mean, this could just be how the washer is tumbling the clothes, making it look like that. I don't know. I doubt I'd be able to get it much better if I were just doing this with my hand. So, we'll try that. Worst case, I can always remake the video at some other time. But you see, like, that looks fine, so yeah, it's just gotta be the way that it's tumbling. And you know, when the lighter stuff gets towards the front, then it's better for seeing things. Filling up more. That's a bit weird. Maybe because the water wasn't cold enough? We gotta re-colden this cold water. Now it's cool water. We don't want our water to be cool, we want it to be cold! Okay, so we have 29 minutes remaining. We have entered the rinse phase. The drain pump has started. So maybe this is just going to be an extra long rinse. I don't know how this is really going to work. Okay, well, are we going to maybe go into a spin? Considering the pump hasn't turned off yet, possibly. Are we just gonna sit? I don't know. Oh no, okay, we're moving. Just a little bit though. Maybe we're not gonna do an intermediate spin. Drain pump's off. So, yeah, maybe not. Oh no, we're definitely doing an intermediate spin. Dryer has now entered the cooling phase with 3 minutes remaining. There it goes again, always spinning in that direction first. It's gotta be doing like some sort of moisture removal routine whenever it does that, because like I said, it never spins counterclockwise, it always spins up clockwise. Alright, how many attempts? I don't think it's gonna be this attempt. Well, actually doesn't look that unbalanced, maybe it will be. Okay, nope. Spoke too soon. I'm gonna guess 3 attempts. Oh no, that's definitely gonna be it. There's like no wobble to that at all. Or if there is, it's very subtle. To the point where it's not even noticeable. Dryer's done. Right as the spin up occurred too. I don't know why it did that. My structure clearly isn't that stable. Had to have been the vibration of the machine. So I think the light was touching it. Okay, so yeah, it is doing a spray rinse thing. Oh boy. I hope this thing doesn't get damaged. Oh wow, it's doing a long spray rinse. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I can't capture it. That makes total sense. Why doesn't it do this on all the cycles? It should literally do this on every cycle. This constant spray rinse thing. Lowering it, hope? No, not really. Well, maybe a little. No, not really. Alright, now the spray rinse stopped. Why is this so hard for you guys to see? Does it maybe help if I turn on the room lights? Well, maybe a little. Oh no, because then you got so much background, it's going to be hard to focus on the machine. Wow, okay, that was cool. I hope it does that again for the final spin. Because that was the longest spray rinse I think I've ever seen this machine do. And that's, again, literally what it should do for every single cycle. No excuses. Of course, it's steamed up now, so we can't really see inside. But yeah, now we're filling up for the final rinse. That is just the weirdest and coolest thing with that super long spray rinse, man. Alright, so it looks like it rinses normally. And you know what? I'm gonna see if I can make a sturdier stand. Just real quick. What I'm gonna do is, once the spray rinse is done, because I know some people like to see that, including myself. Alright, we're gonna do just real quick. Almost knock that over. Put that like that. See, now we balanced. I got two. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. I'll show you in just a second. I have detergent, softener, dryer sheet box, flashlight just sitting like that. This seems to be the strat. And ideally, because I have the heavier box on the bottom for the dryer sheets, ideally it will not fall from the machine spinning up for a spin, because it's no longer off balance and it's no longer touching the machine door. So we should be good. By the way, at this time we have 15 minutes remaining on the cycle, with just the final rinse, which we're watching here, and then the final spin left to go. You know, at the rate that the machine is going, this video is only 43 minutes long, and we didn't start it until like 4 minutes in. So, I mean, I guess it's pretty accurate, actually. It might not be an hour long, but it all just depends on how quickly the final spin takes place. And again, we're doing the high speed for the final spin. I know the past few times we've done extra high, but today we're just going to do high. So the speed below extra high. We got 12 minutes remaining. I don't know how much more agitation it's going to do before we go into the final spin here. But one thing I do have to mention is that this final rinse is using quite a bit more water than I think I've ever seen this machine use. And I mean, that's a good thing. You know, I'm glad that it's actually doing, or what seems to be, a thorough rinse on the clothes, even though it's only rinsing them once. You know, this is definitely, I mean, this looks like it's becoming a cycle I might consider using more often. We'll see. But yeah, the clothes are absolutely drenched, which again is exactly what I want to see. And we are entering the final spin now at 11 minutes remaining. So we will see what happens. We definitely got a lot of water draining out here. Oh yeah, a lot of water. I want to see, you know, considering the clothes are so wet, my guess for spin attempts is going to be 4. Although, you know what, knowing this machine, it's probably not going to be that many. Oh dear, we have another first attempt. I bet we're going to have another first attempt. Alright, no matter where I angle the light here, it's not really making much of a difference. It always looks so much better in person than it does on the video. I don't really understand why. Zooming in, zooming out does not help either, so. No way, first attempt again? 2 videos in a row? Who would have thunk? There's our spray rinse. Didn't last nearly as long this time. But who knows, this might be one of many spray rinses that we're gonna see. Let's see, angle the camera. It actually might be better to actually see the spinning occurring. To do that, I guess that's probably best. I'll never understand why it does this thing where it slows down and then it'll respin up. never understand why it does it. There's our spray rinse, and that must mean that we're at about the high spin speed. I know the two spin speeds sound the same, but I promise this is not extra high. I told you, this is an all defaults cycle video. And now for spin down. With 4 minutes remaining, down to 3. And once it stops, it's probably going to move to 1. Yep, went from 3 to 1. Are we going to do any tumbling here? I don't know. By the looks of it, no. But we'll see. no tumbling. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and remember, stay cool, everybody.